Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. Before we get started, I do just want to update everybody. We are holding steady at 55% paid off for the Reiki Apprenticeship Program. Thank you so much, all of you, for your support. Hello there, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of February 20th through the 26th. What we have coming up for you, Sagittarius, is we have the Queen of Cups on Monday in reverse. Queen of Cups showing up in reverse, Sagittarius. I do feel like this is somebody that you will be interacting with on Monday. And this person is someone who, I think this person is going to be actually feeling very emotional. What it feels like is they just feel emotional. So things may make them cry. Things may make them, just have reactions that I think are going to kind of like surprise you, kind of set you back, like, whoa, what is going on here? To me, this actually reminds me of somebody that's dealing with the emotions of, pregnancy, when the hormones are kind of going crazy and they're just a little bit out of control, and they don't know really even how to handle it. That's what this feels like. It just feels like it's kind of an all-day thing. It just feels like there's just emotions that are just really close to the top of the surface for this person all day. And so this is somebody that you're interacting with. So it's just good to have that heads up that they are feeling a little bit extra tender, a little bit extra raw, or, just someone that you want to be very careful about how you say things to them so that they don't have the opportunity to read into them things that aren't there. If you can, be careful in that way. All right, let's look at Tuesday, Sagittarius. You have the Eight of Cups showing up in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse is just telling me that you have a situation that you had evaluated before and you had decided that you were not getting enough back. This wasn't a two-way street, whatever the situation was. And so you were putting a lot of energy or effort into the situation, but there wasn't a lot coming back to you out of that situation. And so because you weren't getting that energy back, you weren't getting replenished, you were only getting depleted, you had decided to leave that situation or leave that relationship, whatever it may have been for you. And so what we've got going on Tuesday is you're walking back into that situation or relationship. So hopefully something has happened that you're feeling like, it'll be more of a two-way give and take type thing instead of depleting you again. So good luck with that, walking back into whatever that is. On Wednesday, what we have coming up is the Justice card for you, Sagittarius, and the Justice card does talk about balancing the scales, evening things out. Sometimes the Justice card can talk about cutting out something that is no longer serving you. So if this is actually literally a court case, this can talk about that the outcome of this court case, if you're involved in it, will be a fair one. If you're being looked at or judged by other people in other situations that are not quite a court case, this could be something going on at work where there's some kind of investigation, or this could be something in the family that something happened and somebody's trying to figure out, okay, what's the real deal here? So this is being evaluated by other people and having a fair outcome out of that evaluation. So as long as you were operating in the ways that you know that you should and not trying to do anything sneaky or underhanded, then the fair outcome is a good thing for you. If on the other hand you were just kind of trying to see what you could get away with, then you may not like the outcome so much, because it's going to be a fair outcome no matter what you were doing. The outcome is going to be fair whenever it comes up in a spread like this. Now, the Justice card also is very active in relationship readings too, a lot of times when I see that. So a Justice card can be about severing ties with somebody as well. The Lady of Justice here in this card is depicted with that sword, because sometimes to balance things out, if you have somebody that is just take all the time and they never do anything to replenish or to give back, sometimes the only way to get balance is to cut that person away from your life, to separate them out. So this could be happening too. And when I was saying, you know, in a relationship spread, where it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This could be a friend that is really just like dragging you, dragging you, dragging you down to where you're just not able to keep functioning in a good way with that person always clinging and always around. So definitely the scales being evened on Wednesday, being balanced on Thursday in whatever way that may apply in your life, because, you know, as you can see from the examples, this can pretty much show up anywhere in your life. It doesn't have to be a literal court case. Okay, so let's look at Thursday, Sagittarius. Here you've got the Queen of Swords showing up in reverse, and another sign had her on Thursday too. I don't remember who it was, one of the earlier signs. So Queen of Swords in reverse is somebody that you're interacting with on Thursday, and she's somebody that has been through quite a bit, and she's starting to recover from whatever it is that she's been through. She's starting to see the light of day and be a little bit more happy now, and she's not so focused on what she's been going through. She's starting to focus on some good things, some happiness making things. And I feel like it is kind of still earlier in that process for her. So it's not like she doesn't think about those things that she's been through anymore, but she's not giving her full attention to those anymore. So some attention to the happiness making things. And I think that you are, it feels to me like you're very relieved to see that she's coming into that place, Sagittarius. Now, also, by the way, guys, when I see a court card like with that Queen of Cups in reverse on Monday, the Queen of Swords in reverse on Thursday, just because I say she if they come up as queens or as pages generally, that does not necessarily mean that in your life this person is going to manifest in as a she. This could be a he. Court cards really, for me, when I read them, even in my private readings, really, when I read them, I read more about the personality and what's going on with the person than I do about the gender. The gender's almost irrelevant for me when I see a court card. But it does happen that a lot of times the majority of the way that it will manifest will be in line with the gender of the court card. It just doesn't, it's just not a hard and fast rule. Okay. So whenever I'm talking about a queen and I'm saying she, please realize that this could be a male that shows up in your life too, because for some of you it will be a male. Alrighty, so let's move on. Friday, 9 of Swords showing up. This is just telling me that on Friday there is something that's stressing you out, something that you're having a hard time focusing on everyday tasks because you're kind of obsessed with whatever it is that has your focus. Whenever I see this card, this does talk about stress, and a lot of times it talks about the stress of being really attached to an outcome in a situation where we don't have a lot of control. So, you know, the way to handle this, if you want to free yourself from the stress, or at least, you know, some of it, is to look at the situation and ask yourself, how much control or how much influence do I have on this situation? If you have control or influence and you haven't exercised it, then you want to go ahead and do whatever you can do to have this situation come out the way you would like it to. Now, if you don't have control, or if you've already done what you could, now it's time to set it aside and just know that the universe has your back, whatever happens, and let this be whatever it's going to be. You have to find some way to make peace with this, just because simply our bodies were not designed to handle the kind of stress that's indicated by a 9 of Swords card. We're just not put together or built for that. So that kind of stress, you want to let it go as soon as you possibly can whenever you feel it coming in. Looking at Saturday, what we have here is the Fool card showing up in reverse. This is just telling me that you are doing something Saturday. You're taking some kind of new action, and you are really thinking this through. This is not action that doesn't have a plan. You have planned this out to the last detail that you could think of to plan it out, and you're taking this action on Saturday. Excuse me. Sunday, what we have showing up is the 6 of Clubs in reverse. And the 6 of Clubs in reverse is just telling me that on Sunday there is something that you are spending a considerable amount of energy on, whether it's actual physical energy, whether you're actually physically working on this, or whether it's something that you're just spending a lot of thought energy on, where you're planning it out, you're thinking about how it's all going to go together, you're working it all out in your mind, but there's some kind of project that you are spending some energy on Sunday, and this project not only benefits you, but it also benefits other people in your sphere of influence as well. Now, I don't feel like this project is complete on Sunday. Like I said, I think you're spending a lot of energy, but I think that it's still early on in the project. It's not finished. That's why part of, a lot of the energy that you're spending could actually be planning energy, thought energy on this. So, the beautiful thing about the Six of Clubs in reverse does say that when you complete this project, other people are going to appreciate the work that you've put into it. So I don't see it as being complete yet on Sunday, but once you do complete it, it will be appreciated. So anyway, Sagittarius, that is your week. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by, for hanging out, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I do appreciate all of your support. I hope to see some of you here this week for Reiki sessions, some of you here this week for readings, and everybody else I'll just see on the next video. Everyone have a fantastic week. Peace out. Hello everybody, this is Amista, and I am coming to you today with something completely different than what you've ever seen here before, completely different than what I ever thought I would do. I have been taking Reiki training, and I've gotten level 1 and I've gotten level 2, and I really want to take master training because already I've realized that there are other people out there who need to know how to be able to do Reiki for themselves, and I'm not qualified to show them that or to teach them that or to pass that on to them or empower them with that until I become a Reiki Master. And so I was looking into a Reiki Master Program, and I meet all the qualifications as far as that goes. I've been accepted into the Master Program, but the last little bit of money is what I need some help with, and I'm hoping that you guys will help me with that. I need to raise another $3,000 to get myself into the program, and so that's where you guys come in. What I'm doing is I am accepting very happily and very thankfully and very gratefully any donations that you may feel like you would want to give. If you don't want to, obviously, then don't. But if you do feel like you want to help me to get into this Reiki Master Apprenticeship Program, any help that any of you and all of you send is great. No donation is too small. I just ask that they're over like 35 cents because I think PayPal will take 35 cents of whatever comes in as a fee for collecting payment. But anything other than over 35 cents is no donation is too small, so there's the corrected version of that. And actually I was looking I have over 7,000 subscribers. If every subscriber donated $1, I would be able to end this request. But so if you would like to donate, I would be extremely thankful. I would appreciate that a lot. Also, I want to do something for you in exchange for donating. So anybody who would donate at all, I would like to offer you 15 minutes of free Reiki distant healing. In other words, I would send you some healing energy where you would not have to come to my house, or we would not have to meet in person, just like I do a lot of my readings by Skype or by phone. I can also send the healing energy without having to be right in front of you. We don't even have to be on the phone or on Skype when I do it, although I will want to touch base with you ahead of time to find out where you would like me to target that energy. If you have any particular thing you want to have worked on energetically, and also to touch base after it's done just to let you know that I have sent the energy in to check in with you, see how you're feeling, that type of thing. Anybody who donates anything more than $50, what I would like to do is send you some Reiki energy. I would send you the same amount of minutes of Reiki energy as you send dollars. So say you donate $50, then I would send you 50 minutes of Reiki energy. Anybody who wants to donate and doesn't want to receive Reiki but knows somebody else that they would like to have the Reiki sent to, feel free to let me know that, and you can gift that Reiki to somebody else, and I will just touch base with them, make sure I have permission to send them that energy, and talk to them about where they would like it targeted and all of that, just like I would if I was sending that to you. So that is what I've got going on, and I really appreciate, like I said, all of the help any of you can send. I know not everybody can send, not everybody will want to send help, but I am hoping that there will be enough to get me into this quickly. Otherwise I would probably have to wait, I don't know, 6 months, a year before I had this kind of money to get myself into there, and I don't want to wait that long. I want to be able to empower people more quickly than that. So what I'm doing is I am in the description section underneath the video. I'm going to send you a link where you can donate, and you can choose whatever amount you want to donate, and I will probably also have that showing in the video as well. So thank you everybody for listening and for giving this some thought, some prayer, some attention. And thank you everybody who actually does donate as well. I appreciate it all. Thank you so much. Peace.